glitz, glamour, and good old-fashioned rock and roll. I'm sure you've heard the saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." Well, if you've ever wondered what it would be like to be a rock star, or at least perform on stage with one, then Las Vegas is the place to find out, and no one ever needs to know.
Erin, what is Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp?
Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp is a 4-day experience where campers can come in and they jam, rehearse, record, and perform with rock stars.
That sounds amazing. What kind of programs do you have?
So we do a bunch of themed camps. So this one specifically is our metal camp, but we also do blues, classic rock. We're working on a country one, like alternative. It's all over the place, but our number one is classic rock.
That sounds amazing. Now, what kind of people come to Fantasy Camp? Is it like accountants and lawyers who used to play in a garage band, or what?
It is. It's kind of everybody. Anybody can come. It's open to all. The youngest we've had is 9, and he is a tiny little shredder, but we do all of them. So if we have enough, we'll form a young adults band, or we'll place them in with the rock star, with the other campers.
Now, what do they do with the wives?
So the wives, we offer a groupie package, and that's their opportunity to they can come in and they get to meet all of our guests as well. We offer a lesson for them. They get to come into the jam room.
To scream?
Yeah, right. Lesson on how to be the best groupie we can.
Groupies and rockers get the opportunity for a closed-door question and answer session with the visiting rock stars. This camp featured Judas Priest, but all visiting rock stars have topped the charts, and the list reads like the who's who of rock and roll.
We've had Roger Daltrey from The Who, Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, Gene Simmons of Kiss, and right now we have members of Judas Priest currently in the building.
And you have counselors that will help, that are here for the whole week, and will help the groups do their thing.
Yep.
Who are some of those counselors?
People like Lita Ford from the Runaways. We've had Kip Winger from Winger. Vinny Appice was in Dio. Bruce Kulick, who has been the longest touring member with Kiss.
Well, the reason that we're outside is you can hear them jamming inside, and we're just about to go inside.
Yep.
So,
you ready?
I'm ready to grab a tambourine anyway.
Inside is literally a rock and roll museum with lots of signed guitars and platinum records. Campers are grouped by ability and spend their time in one of several rehearsal studios with their newly formed bands, learning the song they'll play on stage with the visiting rock stars.
Tell me about your band here, Ron.
Well, first of all, welcome to Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. This is where we really do make people's rock and roll dreams come true. We put these campers, we call them campers, but these are rockers. We put them through a crash course in what has taken guys like me 30 years to do.
Now, as a counselor, what's your job?
My job is basically the coach of a team, just like an NFL team. I'm the coach. I try and take each of them individually and try and point out things that they might be able to improve upon, teach them the song structure, how bands work together and function as a team.
And to be a member of the team, you just need the desire to perform. No experience required.
So what song are we going to do today?
We're going to do a Judas Priest song called Breaking the Law.
All right, well, I'm a novice, so what can I do?
Well, you're going to sing and you're going to help us out with a little percussion. We're going to join in on the choruses and we're going to sing Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law. You got to watch the other guys and they'll cue you. I'll be here to help and cue you. I'll be pointing, kind of cueing you in or not.
Stand next to
and it's really easy. Breaking the Law. It's a song about doing the wrong thing.
right.
That's rock and roll, isn't it?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So this is the big day, the 3rd day of Fantasy Camp, where all the campers get to go on stage with their heroes.
This is the day everyone's been working towards, getting on stage with Rob Halford of Judas Priest, finally here to greet his ragtag backup band. Cue music, and we're ready to rock. Yep, this definitely beats the old garage band days.
Okay, then there's a meet and greet. All the campers get to go on stage with the celebrities and take pictures.
Campers walk away with a DVD of their performance and a photo with the entire band. Besides giving us campers the thrill of a lifetime, we also have the opportunity to purchase an autographed guitar whose proceeds go to charity. hitting the high notes and shaking some mean percussion with Judas Priest. This was definitely an adventure to top the charts. And before we left, I ran into one of my rock star idols who was counseling a band of campers here. Lita Ford of the Runaways, who trailblazed a path for women in the world of punk and heavy metal.
So how's this group of campers this week?
Oh man, they're awesome. They're a great bunch of guys. Sometimes you get beginners, you get more advanced musicians. Sometimes you get 3 lead singers, sometimes you get somebody who can't sing anything. But today, in this camp, this particular camp, we just got some great campers.
Now, do you have any women in the group? Because you're such a role model to young women who want to get into rock and roll.
I do, actually. Last night when everybody left and went to different rooms, a bunch of girls came in my room and they were saying, Lita, show me this lick, and Lita, tell me this story. So it was really cool. I got a whole bunch of women on my side. I love it.
Well, speaking of stories, you have a book coming out. What's it called?
Living Like a Runaway.
And what's it about? Your whole life?
Well, it's an autobiographical book, and it goes into the whole Runaways era, the punk era, growing up on the streets of Hollywood with all these great rock stars, going through the 80s, and then in the 90s where the music scene changed, and kicking butt in 2014.
Talk about inspiration. Lita is here to mentor campers on life on the stage and off.
We help them conquer their fears. We help them get over those hurdles. It's like one big family, and it's life-changing. It's literally life-changing.
If you could give a tip to somebody who is thinking about coming here, what would that be?
You don't have to be good. You just have to have it in your heart, and that's it. We'll bring it out. We'll drag it out of you. And when you leave here, you will have memories that will last a lifetime.